Almost anyone that has gone to Las Vegas from Southern California has seen the sign Zzyzx. Many have argued how to pronounce it, but you might find the story of how this town came to be even more interesting. It all started with a man named Curtis Springer, a man who considered himself the last old-time medicine man that the American Medical Journal considered the king of quacks. Let's take a look. In 1944, Curtis decided to reinvent the area formerly known as Soda Springs by turning the mineral springs found there into the basis of his resort. To gain possession of the property, he filed a mining claim under the false pretense and named the town Zzyzx because he wanted to have the last word in medicine. The property has a lot of interesting aspects that we'll cover one by one. First of all, we'll start at the pool house. As Curtis often boasted about the healing hot mineral springs there, in reality the water was heated by broilers and not naturally heated. As we continue to explore the pool house and the rest of the resort, here's a little recording of the man himself.
Hello folks, your old friend Curtis Springer coming to you with a quarter hour of facts about life and how to live it as we answer your questions from Zzyzx Mineral Springs, way out here in the heart of the great Mojave Desert of California, where we have 12,000 acres devoted to teaching folks how to get a greater joy out of life. Now we want you to come out here when you can and enjoy this beautiful 12,000 acre oasis. Have a wonderful time with us.
Interestingly, next to the resort is Lake Tuindi, the unlikely story of the Mojave Tuichub. The Mojave Tuichub is the only fish native to the Mojave River, and it no longer lives there. Curtis discovered the last remaining population of the Mojave Tuichub in a small pond near the dried Soda Springs lake bed, and introduced them to his man-made lake. Today, all Mojave Tuichubs are descendants of the fish Springer saved from the pond, now known by researchers as the Mojave Tuichub Springs. We'll go into the Desert Study Center next, but let's take a look at the remnants of the resort that still stand today.
You see, friends, this subject of nerve trouble, or sometimes your doctor will call it nerve exhaustion, or nerve this or nerve that. Now, I don't know, there may be some new bulletins out on the subject that haven't come to my desk yet, but as far as I know, we die with the nerve and brain cells we're born with. I don't think there's any positive proof that brain and nerve cells are reproduced. And so therefore it's very, very essential to be doubly careful that we are thoughtful of how we take care of our nerve and brain cells. You see, every cell of your body has to get its nourishment from your bloodstream. Now, if you don't eat the foods that contain the elements those cells need, they're going to become starved, the same as you'd be if you'd get hungry and go to the table and there wasn't the proper food on the table for you. See what I'm getting at?
Next to the bathhouse is the dried Soda Lake bed. Soda Lake, also called Soda Dry Lake, is part of what remains of the ancient Ice Age Lake Mojave. The water in Soda Lake quickly dries, leaving alkaline evaporites including sodium carbonate and sodium bicarbonate, which is more commonly known as baking soda, which he placed in his product Rehip. On the main road of the resort, you can see that many of the original buildings have been refurbished and renewed and used to house guests of the Desert Study Center. Unfortunately, I was unable to get inside for a quick tour. However, here is a short promotional video to give you an idea of what's happening at the Desert Study Center.
The mission of the California Desert Study Center is as it always has been. We try to provide a facility where the students can have the best experience, where faculty have the opportunity to interact and teach, and where research have the opportunity to use this as a base to go out into the East Mojave to conduct their research. This has paid off with the number of users that we've had. Last year we had 1,800 individuals on site for a total of 5,600 user days. A user day is an individual on site for a minimum of 8 hours a day.
So that's it for Zzyzx, California. In 1974, the land was reclaimed by the government, which after a lot of negotiation was handed over to the Desert Study Center. Finally, I leave you with the last recording of Curtis Springer himself at Zzyzx, California. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Please like and subscribe. Stay tuned next week when I explore Warm Springs, Nevada's abandoned hot springs.
Folks, would you please gather around just a moment? I want to talk to you just about 2 or 3 minutes, please. My difficulty is with the United States Land Office, not with you folks, because I have a documentary evidence in my car which I can show Dr. Harrington that I offered to give this property back to the government for university work way back in 1966, and they wouldn't take it. And God bless you, I'm a university man myself, have my PhD in psychology, and nothing would please me more, because I'm 80 years of age and I can't carry on too much longer, so nothing would please me more than to know that the $3 million approximately, which we spent here building and operating for 30 years, is going to be taken over by you splendid folks in university work, striving to make us a better world in which to live. So therefore, with you folks, I'm with you 1,000,000%. God bless you. Thanks for the opportunity, Doctor.